What's good, everybody? My name is Gentleman Jugg.
And I'm Son.
Welcome back to another episode of Gentleman Juggcast. I don't know what episode this is, but I'm pretty sure you'll see it on the description when you watch the video or listen to the podcast. How you doing today, boy?
It's all right.
It has been a dog's age since we've been doing this. We took almost the entire month of June off.
Yeah.
A couple things. I got COVID. That's what happened.
You got the Rona.
I was jacked up for a while. But we're good now. I don't even cough anymore. Nothing's happened. I didn't have it for a whole month. I had it for like a week.
Okay.
But the after effects I felt for a little while, and being busy and everything, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. But we got a movie to talk to you this week about, and it was a request. Somebody hit up your Uncle Jugg and requested a movie, and we watched that movie, so we're going to talk about it. What's that movie today, boy?
Desperado.
It came out in 1995. I think I was 12 when that happened. Not too crazy about it. I mean, it's fine, But other than that, though, like I said, this thing came out in 1995. I don't remember where I was when this thing came out. I know that I never saw this movie in theaters. And I don't even remember where I was when I first saw this movie, but I do know I remember having seen it at a very young age. I thought it was fine, but we're going to get into it. So this flick came out in, I'm sorry, damn it. Stop reading your notes. This movie opens up with a character named Buscemi, actually being played by Steve Buscemi. That his character's name in the movie is Buscemi. That's what it is. Okay? And he walks into a bar and he tells a cool story about the biggest Mexican he's ever seen go into a bar, and as soon as he said the name, Bucho, the guys got mad at him and he killed everybody. It's a cool story. I like the story.
I like how he said it, though.
I like how he spoke the story. It was a great story. It's a good way of freaking showing how badass it is. The only place I've ever seen this before, again, was in the movie The Usual Suspects and in John Wick.
Yeah, I was like, where's John Wick at, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much what that is. And it was a great story. They're talking about the big Mexican whose name is El Mariachi. That's his name. Okay? Once the story is told and Steve Buscemi's character, Buscemi, leaves, the movie starts. And we got Antonio Banderas, who, look, at the time, I don't know if this is his first movie. It might have been, but for that year when this movie came out, there was nobody better than him. Okay? And you could see why. With this movie that was kind of made on a shoestring budget, made him look as cool as they possibly could.
Yeah.
Okay? He's playing he's playing the guitar with his band. He's singing a song, and I'm pretty sure it's a great song. But I don't speak Spanish, so I have no idea what the hell they were saying. Okay? I mean, it had everything. There's a guy in the back who's harassing some people by the bar, so he conveniently is able to stand up on top of the bar and walk around and hit the guy with his guitar while playing a song, and then go back to the stage. Convenient, right?
Yeah.
And then it cuts to a woman getting shot in the face, and then him, El Mariachi, getting his hand shot. And then we realize that this is a dream. El Mariachi wakes up. Okay? So, turns out, this movie's a revenge story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's looking to kill this guy, Bucho. Bucho, who's being played by... I hope I don't butcher this name. I hope I don't butcher Bucho's name.
I thought you were going to say, I hope I don't Bucho his name.
Yeah, that would have been better, wouldn't it? I guess it's too late to do that now.
I did it for you.
Yeah. His name is Joaquim de Almeida. That's how it's said. That's look, first try. First try. I've never said this man's name before. But whatever. I'm assuming that he's Bucho, because he seems to be the big bad here. Like, he's doing business and shit like that, with the world building where, Bucho's organizing his criminal organization, and it's cool. Okay. Turns out Buscemi's mission is to help El Mariachi go from town to town and tell this story of this big Mexican who goes around with a guitar case that has guns in it, and to see their reaction. And when they freak out, then, he goes back and he tells El Mariachi, and then that guy goes to the freaking town and kills everybody because that guy is looking for Bucho.
Yep.
That's basically what it is. That's the story.
It's pretty cool.
It's a very simple story. So Buscemi's mission actually works in this particular instance because he does go to El Mariachi. The guys there did start to get, all riled up and everything. And El Mariachi finally makes his way to that bar. As soon as he does, there's this kid that's sitting outside while he's casing the bar. And this kid comes out and he's like, I'm just going to open your case, which just, I don't know. I was instantly livid.
I was like, what are you doing?
I know, you don't just walk up to somebody's freaking case and just go and open it.
Be like, I want to see the guitar.
Who the hell do you think you are? But the kid really wants to see this guy's guitar, and so, El Mariachi just teaches him how to play a little bit. And he says, hey, practice your guitar every day. I'm going to try it in Antonio Banderas' voice. He says, practice your guitar every day. And the kid's like, see, I almost went real racist with that. The kid said, "Si, senor," and then he left. I was trying to do it like the kid, but
no.
So that's pretty much how it goes down. Okay, so after a little while, you see Quentin Tarantino go inside the bar, and he tells a joke, and it's actually a pretty funny joke.
Yeah, it was.
I laughed. Do you remember the joke at all?
Something about peeing on people.
Sure, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, and the bar, and he wanted to pee in a glass, so he bet the guy he could pee in the glass, but he didn't pee in the glass.
He peed everywhere else. Because he bet the bartender that he can make that shot without spilling a drop for like $300, but he has a second bet going on with some other guy that I bet that guy will be happy that I peed on the bar
and him
and all over him,
and he was,
and he would like it. He tells this joke, and then the bartender, still being played by Cheech, shoots Quentin's friend. Oh. Now. Quentin Tarantino, his character, is named the Pickup Guy. Okay? That's just what his character's name is. Which is fine. So after the guy's killed and they're sweeping up or mopping up, it looks like they just got a bucket of blood and they're just spreading blood across the floor.
That's how it looks like whenever they mop something. They just spread more blood over the floor.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like blood if it's all red, right?
Not if it's all red. They go to this secret compartment that's in the bathroom, and the bathroom stall that they pick is the one that has shit all over it. And so they open it, and then they freaking go back there to do their nefarious business.
It opens a secret door, not the toilet by itself.
No, the toilet not by itself. No, the thing is right behind. What if somebody was using that toilet? Right?
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden the door opens up behind them. And they're just like, oh, do you mind?
Well, that's the reason why it's out of order.
Well, here's the other thing. None of the freaking other stalls in there had a door. I mean, if you're taking a shit, you're taking a shit for the whole world.
Yeah.
You're putting the show on.
Yeah.
And somebody took a shit on that toilet and just fucking destroyed that and the walls and everything.
And they're like, yeah. Just, it is. Now no one will come back here.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Yeah. So, El Mariachi gets through with his guitar lesson with this kid, which for some reason looks way badass. And then he walks into the bar. Now, of course, he walks in with a guitar case, so now everybody's all nervous and shit. And they're like, hey, what's in the case? He's like, nothing, it's a guitar. What's in the case? Let me see the case. So they freaking pull guns on him, and they set his case on the ground. They open it up, and of course, there's a guitar in there. Of course, it's a case, right?
Yeah.
But they leave it open for too long. And then the freaking, the guitar, I don't want to say skin, but that's basically what it is. Mm-hmm. It's a guitar skin opens up too and shows all the guns underneath. And then what kicks off is one of the most badass gunfight scenes there was.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was like playing every video game I've ever played since 2000.
It's like he didn't have to, well, I mean, he had to reload at the end, but for most of it, it was just, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Even Quentin gets killed. For whatever reason, they thought that he was part of this, and he wasn't.
He got shot.
They shot him right in the fucking head.
But later he says, I shot him 3 times.
He's like, you only needed to do 1. But, whatever. So, why is he in here doing this? Well, I think we've said it already, that he's here looking for Bucho's whereabouts. And it's a very simple story. So, seeing as how he killed everybody, he leaves. And the secondary guy who killed Quentin is following him. While this is going on, there's a tense, slow chase scene. Like, not like Star Wars Episode 8. This is, different because, they can't just go start shooting out of nowhere, even though that's exactly what they did. But one guy's being followed, and the other guy knows that he's being followed by the other guy. And then while this is happening, Selma Hayek, who is freaking gorgeous in this movie, she is absolutely beautiful here. She runs into El Mariachi, and what does he do? He takes a bullet, and he gets hit in the arm, and then he freaking gets her out of the way, saves her life, and then he ends up shooting the guy who's chasing him. I don't know what happened to his head. We don't get to see that, but it's very clear that he probably blew his head into a watermelon. So
yeah,
like an exploding watermelon,
And then he passed out.
Yeah, then he passes out. He wakes up inside of Selma Hayek's character, whose name is Carolina, and she's basically trying to get the bullet out of his arm, and then she sews him back up. It's all cool. So with some more relationship building, you can see that, him and Carolina are starting to freaking bond and so on and so forth, that she's fixing him up, and she eventually figures out that he's El Mariachi. But she does agree to keep secrets for him, which I don't know why. She doesn't know him from a hole in the wall, but whatever.
He saved her, so.
Yeah, she owns a bookstore. And the bookstore, stupid. I was about to say the bookstore has books in it, like a dumbass. Yeah, she owns a bookstore. This bookstore, it's like, why do you need a bookstore in this town? Nobody here reads books. All they do is drugs.
Yeah, but she's like, but I like books.
But I like books. Okay, so Bucho goes back to his base because he's under pressure. I guess Bucho has superiors. I thought he was the one who was in charge, but I guess he has superiors. And his superiors decided to send a Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo, if you don't know, is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, we all know what he did. Read his bio. Look it up on Google. Who gives a shit, okay? We know what happened. However, this Danny Trejo, I don't think he has any lines. Did he say anything? I don't think he said anything.
I think he said something, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
I just found it weird how, I mean, he was here to kill the El
Mariachi.
Yeah, El Mariachi. But he had a chance, but he even knew who he was. He looked at him. He was like, yeah, no.
He's like, there he is. I'm going to hit him with my knife. And he hits him He ends up hitting Buscemi, who happens to be with El Mariachi at this time, and he hits El Mariachi, but he doesn't kill him. While this is going on, Bucho's boys are out looking for anybody who looks different from the people that they know. Well, Danny Trejo and El Mariachi look different, so they freaking think that Danny Trejo is El Mariachi. So they start attacking him.
And they kill him. Which one, huh?
You know, and it's like, oh, you guys done fucked it up now. You done really fucked it up. You know, so they come back to the freaking base all happy and shit. And Bucho is online with his superiors. He's like, look, man, you need to freaking tell me what this clown looks like so we don't accidentally kill him. And right when he's saying that, they bring his freaking body in there and discover that they already killed him. And he's like, yeah, we'll keep an eye out for him. You know, I'm like, you might as well just go ahead and blame El Mariachi on this one, dude. He has gunshots. You know, you might as well just go ahead and say, that dude killed him. Your guy wasn't as good as he thought he was. El Mariachi's just better than him. You know, so it's now shown that apparently Bucho is paying pretty much everybody off just so that they can smuggle drugs for him, which I don't understand why they need to do that. I watched this movie and I had seen not one single cop there this entire time.
No, I mean...
So it's like, why are you guys even freaking hiding anything?
It's like, you may as well just be the police instead.
You may as well be the police because there's no cops here. I haven't seen a single person in uniform. And that's it. That's it.
They can't have cops here because if there's cops, we can't have these epic shootouts.
I guess so. The epic shootouts that don't take place outside until the very last one. You know, but the rest of them are inside. There's no way the police can just go off in there. You know, but whatever. Whatever.
They just want to make sure there's no possible way that these shootouts can be interrupted.
Yeah. So as soon as El Mariachi figures out who Bucho is and what he means to her, to Carolina, they argue for a little bit. And right when they get through arguing, all of a sudden, freaking Bucho comes into the bookstore. Okay? And it's a tense moment because El Mariachi knows that it's Bucho. But he also has to arm a weapon because he doesn't know if he has bullets in there. So he does it as quietly as possible. It's tense. It's awesome. I like it. It's great. I thought it was cool. And then, of course, you know, at any point in time, he could have just stood up and been like, hey, Bucho, boom, shot him in the head. Movie's over. But he didn't do that. You know, he just sat there and just, you know, let him walk out the door.
He's like, I can't kill him yet. It's got to be better than in the bookstore.
It's got to be better than inside of a bookstore. You know, but Bucho's not a stupid idiot. He knows that El Mariachi's in there, or he at least knows that she's housing him. You know, because she's just doing such a great job acting that he's not there.
Just think, I was like, one time it doesn't work on the villain.
Yeah.
Because almost every time you just got to just be like, yeah, he's not here, but like you look super shady and you're not even looking him in the eye and you're like super nervous and you get scared by everything. He's like, oh, okay, so he's not here.
Bucho's not stupid. He's not a stupid villain like most villains in movies are.
He's actually better than them.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh.
Yeah. So later on, we get to the point where there's a romance forming between El Mariachi and Carolina, and he's staying there, and Bucho's like finally tells his guys, he could have told him right then, but he tells his guys like the next day, I guess he had to think about it. Hey, go kill Mariachi. He's in the library, the bookstore. Library. He's in the bookstore. So kill him and kill Carolina and burn the bookstore to the ground. And that's exactly what they do. It's an okay action scene. It wasn't the best, but it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, and when they finally get out of the building, you know, it's being burnt down, and she's upset because apparently she was saving money, and the money was in the books, and the books burnt to the ground. You know, so she literally has nothing. This guy came in and completely fucked up her whole world.
Yeah.
You know, so then she points out where Bucho is, and he decides to go ahead and try to kill him. And when he gets to look at this guy's face, he's like, I can't kill this guy. And I'm like, yeah, why can't you kill this guy?
And she's like, why can't you kill him? He's like, he just points. He's like,
you. He points right at her. You. You know, and then he just leaves. I mean, he takes her with him, but he did just leave.
It was just weird how he did that. He's like, get off me, you.
You. He Soldier Boyed him. You. Anyways, it gets to a point where, we're starting to get to the climax of this, and El Mariachi is needing to call his friends. I forget his friends' names. They only say them like the one time, but apparently from how they've been talking about him, these guys will destroy the town. That's what he said. Did he destroy the town? Did they destroy the town?
No.
I mean, it looks like they had the potential to destroy the town, especially one of them.
Yeah, but
so he calls them, and they're like, they come in. One of them drives his van or his Jeep there, and the other one freaking takes the bus, and they get off and they walk. They don't say a word, and they just go and they leave. They meet up with El Mariachi with his guitar case. They got guitar cases too. Turns out they're the guys in the band from the very beginning of the video. Okay, those are his friends. So I don't know why the bad guys are driving to their location. They didn't explain that. They just went for a drive and they came across this. And they're like, oh, well, let's kill El Mariachi. Well, that's not good enough for one of the band members. Turns out his guitar case is a rocket launcher.
He just pulls it out and just starts shooting rockets. I'm like, what?
It shot a rocket. It hit the front of that car, and then he like shakes the guitar case again, and there's another rocket loaded, and he shoots that. And I'm like, where is he keeping the rockets?
My favorite thing about it is like every time he shoots a rocket, he has to do like a pose,
like this weird ass like Goku pose.
He's like, hoo!
Yeah.
And then he shoots.
He's got it. Look, if you're shooting rockets, boy, you need to pose. Okay? You can't just come out here shooting a rocket just standing up straight. You need to freaking get that pose and shoot that rocket.
It makes the suitcase stronger.
What you're not asking is where did he keep getting those rockets? Dude shot like 7 or 8 rockets.
Like they were all in there.
They were all in there.
And then the other guy has 2 suitcases, which are, I guess, miniguns.
Both of them are miniguns.
Yeah.
I'm
like, okay, so how does that work?
Don't ask questions. It works because it works.
And I'm like, so how come, our main character doesn't have a suitcase that does that?
Well, I mean, he has plenty of guns. He doesn't need that, And so they're all shooting all over the place, killing all the bad guys, and eventually the guy with the rocket launcher gets shot in the chest, and that makes him shoot a rocket straight into the sky, and then that rocket comes down and lands on your boy and blows him up. He's dead. I'm like, oh, dude, you came to town to die. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that, El Mariachi didn't expect to die, and he wasn't planning on it either. He was trying to live, but you left wherever you were and came to, I guess he's a friend, so friends do that for each other, but, I'm pretty sure he's not happy about it.
I don't know. Maybe he wanted to shoot the rocket up and die that way. He's like, yeah, this is pretty epic, right, guys?
Yeah.
I'm here for a few poses and then a death.
Yeah. And then while this goes down, the other guy, the other band member, he's shooting Gatling guns out of his freaking, guitar cases, and they ran out of bullets. Now, I don't even know where the bullets went, to be honest with you. Like the bullet shells?
Yeah.
Okay, like where did the bullet shells go? I don't know.
They're in
the case, I guess. Now, the guy with the rocket launcher, he could reload by shaking his case some. What happened to this? You couldn't reload by shaking your case? You didn't build that in there?
No.
Whatever.
Maybe he never thought he'd have to use his guitar case.
Not like that anyways. So he gets killed. And
I was like, oh, okay.
So they just came here to die. They killed a lot of people while they were going out, but that really sucks. So that ends up just leaving with one guy who El Mariachi kills with the freaking Jeep. And then they decide, hey, I know where we need to go, which is over to Bucho's freaking house. I guess it's a house, or his base. I'm going to call it a base. He goes to Bucho's base, and then that's when you discover Bucho and El Mariachi are brothers. What?
And they didn't know that. They were like, "You're my brother."
That's how it plays. You're my brother? That's how it plays.
He's like, I was trying to kill one guy. I didn't know I was trying to kill my brother.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know that you were here, until I saw your face. And I was like, you son of a bitch. You're my brother. So, what does Bucho do? He's like, you killed all my guys, and you did it to save this girl. He's like, yeah, well, your guys killed my wife way back when. He's like, yeah, and you killed them in response. So, guess what I gotta do? I gotta kill your new girlfriend, Carolina, in response to that. And that doesn't work. I don't know how he got out of that situation because all those bad guys had guns pointed at him, and he just shot Bucho, his brother, and then it faded to white.
It's not important, okay?
We don't know how he got out. He didn't kill any of the other guys.
He killed the main bad guy, and then he got out.
He got out. And then
I guess the movie's like, that's all you need to know.
He just killed him, and that's it.
That's all you need to know. The rest of these guys, it doesn't really matter. Maybe he killed them, maybe he didn't.
Who knows?
But his brother's dead. Okay,
doesn't matter at this point. So at the end of that, him and Carolina, they end up riding off into the sunset together. Well, down the street, really, to the next town. I don't know how far away it was, but
I mean, he throws the guitar case just from the backup, and he's like, "Yeah, I need that."
I've always hated it when good guys, give up their what made him good. Like, it pissed me off in Iron Man 3 when Iron Man blew up all of his freaking suits.
I'm like, dude.
That's stupid, dude. You need those. You're still an Avenger, okay? I always hated that, And he was smart. He's like, you know what? I don't need to have that moment of realization. Let me go back and get my suitcase.
It's like, I'm going to have this just in case.
Yeah, the guitar case is needed. We'll put that in the back, and then we'll think about it after that. I'm like, you're going to keep that forever, dude. Don't even sweat it. You're going to keep that forever. All right? Or at least until they get you. Whoever decides to come and get you. Now, I like this movie.
Yeah.
I thought this was great. It was surprising how much of it I forgot. So it was like seeing this movie again for the first time. What do you give this, boy?
I'm thinking a 4.
You liked it that much?
Yeah. The guitar cases, man. It's the missile. It's because the whole missile thing. I'm like, that was funny.
I think I'm inclined to agree with you. I was going for a 3, but I think I'm going to give it a 4. This movie had me entertained.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was great. And I think that this 4 is well deserved. So congrats. Your prize is in the mail, or whatever you want to say. I didn't hate this movie. I thought it was great. It deserves that 4. I'm under the impression, if I'm correct, there's 2 more movies set in this universe. I don't know if they're starring the same character. I'm not sure. But I do know that there's 2 more movies. I think one is just called El Mariachi, or The Mariachi. And the other one is called Once Upon a Time Mexico.
Watch it be like his grandpa.
I wouldn't be surprised. They could 100%, Assassin's Creed us. But I'm not sure. So don't attack me if I'm wrong, because I could be completely wrong. But that's all I got, son.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Hey, you know what? This is a great time. I'm glad we came back. I'm going to try to keep my schedule to the regular. Get back to what we were regularly doing. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on wherever you listen to podcasts. I guess if you're listening to this, you know exactly where you're listening to it, right?
Yeah.
Gentleman Jug all the way on Facebook, YouTube. I got to put more stuff on. It's been a month. It's been a solid month. I haven't been able to do anything. The sickness gets you, man, and I hope I don't catch COVID again. I got friends who've had every flavor of COVID, and they're about to get the next one that's coming through this country. So,
It sounds like eternal punishment.
Yeah, for them, yeah. So I'm just hoping I don't get this again, because it really sucked. It did. I didn't get it. This is my first time having it, so it really sucked.
You haven't felt eternal yet.
Yeah. And in any case, I'm gonna go ahead and call this an episode, and check us out on the next one. Give us all the stars, all the likes, whatever the hell they're asking you to do. Do that shit. Or don't. I don't care. I'm happy just for you listening. But the next one will be available
when it's ready.